by using the AIDS crisis.
152,796. It was a squeaker, but we made it. And the totals are going.
By 1985, viewers were giving an estimated $100 million a year to Robertson's TV program. When televangelist Jim Bakker was sent to prison for mail fraud, and Jimmy Swaggart was caught with a prostitute, viewer donations to televangelism plummeted.
A lot of broadcasters are gone. Some needed to, some it was financial pressure.
Televangelist Jerry Falwell's ministry was nearly bankrupt. Then he sent out a fundraising letter which claimed AIDS-infected homosexuals were purposefully infecting citizens by knowingly giving their AIDS-infected blood to blood banks. In the fundraising letter, Falwell said, quote, "They know they are going to die, and they are going to take as many people with them as they can," unquote. His ministry was revived.
"75 years ago, a plague descended upon the world and covered the nations of Eastern Europe like a dark cloud. But ladies and gentlemen, a more benign but equally insidious plague has fastened itself upon the families of America."
At the Republican National Convention, Robertson characterized communism and government bureaucracies as plagues, a thinly veiled reference to the AIDS crisis. Robertson supports the theory that gays have conspired with other supposedly subversive agents in order to undermine the nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the carrier of this plague is the Democrat Party.
That Republican convention was one of the most hateful things. I'm a Republican, but I'll tell you what, Pat Robertson personally was one of the reasons why I voted against George Bush.
Okay, now, Pat, he's saying you would not let a pro-choice person chair your party, or you would try to stop it.
He just contradicted what I just said. I'm sitting here in this chair telling you something different, and he said I won't do. How does he know what I'll do? I think if he obviously didn't hear my speech at the convention, because it closed with a beautiful story of a lovely lady holding a little starving child in her arm, and it was a call for a better world and one nation under God. I can't see how anybody said that was hateful. I don't know where he's coming from, but there's something there that is not just on the surface, I think, because I didn't say the things he said I did.
We'll be right back with Pat Robertson and Lynn Martin and more of your phone calls on Larry King Live, then Tina Sinatra. Don't go away.
That guy was on the wall. Yeah, sure alive. Eating the gravel. You take the one sentence, turn it around, go into another issue. Remember, you're answering the questions. Okay. You can talk about anything you want to. Yeah.
What's that?
Did you get a good question?
No.
This last one is.
Well, the last one, I didn't get it.
I said, who in the heck is screening these calls? I've had one person call him a bigot. I've had another person call him a zealot. Let's get some balance out there. Well, the last one.
It's too late. The last one's okay, but the first three were all homosexual.
I know.
I've had this before.
You can answer the question any way you choose to.
I hear you.
All right? Remember, so take it where you want it to go. Take it where you want it to go. I don't like the producer of this segment.
Well, they were trying to set me up.
That's what they told me. And that's what the Harris people told me.
Did they accomplish it, or have I come back on it?
No, I think you're fine. I think that I'm just very upset.
Yeah. Well.
You hasn't come across on the face as being angry.
Oh, no, I'm not angry. Who's angry?
You look good.
Well, thank you. I think they'll be out of here in about another. I hear you. You're right.
So to speak.
PC.
Forward.
So to speak.
Get on.
PC. You're on.
Forward.
According to research and polls on the 1992 election, the information source which Americans valued more than TV news and TV talk shows was the presidential debates.
And this would mean that there would be 4 televised presidential debates, more than ever held in any presidential election. And if Governor Clinton is serious about debating, he will accept this challenge, and he will instruct his campaign officials to meet promptly with my campaign officials to work out the details directly between the parties. Let's get it on.
Bill, baby, let's do it. Get it on, as we say.
Let's get up there and get it on, side by side.
Sunday night, Mr. Bush is going to go on Larry King Live. So what I think is, Larry King ought to have us both on there and let the American people call their questions in. That's what we ought to do. Then we get the best of both worlds, one moderator and millions of questioners. I think it would really be a great thing. So I've asked our people to contact Larry King and see if we can arrange it. I'm ready to go. Let's get it on.
Hi, Tom, can you hear me?
Yeah.
They've just confirmed both sides. They're meeting at 8 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
I think it's at Mickey's office. Malik, Teeter, Darman will attend for the president, and they have turned down Larry King, so I've rewritten my live lead.
After Bush turned down Larry King's show as the site of the first presidential debate, the debate over who would be moderator of the debates continued, as seen in these satellite feeds recorded over a 10-day period.
Al looks great.
You saw where he proposed you as the moderator of the debates.
Who?
What didn't we? I think we did.
Yeah.
When he was going, when the president was going to be on the show.
I'd be happy to be at it.
That shocks me.
I think David. I think I'd be a fair amount. You'd get a very fair.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm the fairest person, I think.
I'll let you know.
Right out. You're doing great. I will tell you. I'll be the first to tell you. Did they pick the journalists today for St. Louis? Mm-hmm. Did they pick the reporters?
Not yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thanks.
And I still think, there's a lot of narrative there.
Who's on Sunday night? Do we know yet?
No, the moderator? I don't think so. We know yet. No, it hasn't been chosen.
But you have input, they have input, Pro has input?
That's correct.
Right up my alley. That stuff's right up my alley. No one would get it in the edge.
What's that?
To be fair. You'll sit best in the debates. Because you don't come with any baggage. You could elevate it. Every time we talk about something silly, you say, come on. What are we wasting time? To me, you sit very effective. You could have a great effect on this.
Just let's go get it on.
Get it on, so to speak.
King was never chosen as the moderator of the debates.
Good evening and welcome to the second of 3 presidential debates between the major candidates for President of the United States. So, President Bush, I think you said it earlier, let's get it on.
Good morning. The latest presidential polls show President Bush is closing in on Bill Clinton in the final week before the election. One poll shows the 2 candidates are almost even. A CNN USA Today poll shows Clinton and Bush virtually deadlocked.
4 days before the election, George Bush made his final appearance as president on Larry King's show.
What a night, what a finish. What a year for me. Huh? A year for me has been unbelievable. Changed the world.
It's